Everyone, it's Monday, late afternoon. I think it's around 5 or something. We're over in Sabong here, Palawan, at Port-au-Prince. We're over at the Daluyon. I think I've said that correct. Resort, hotel, kind of resort area. It's over up the beach from Four Point Sheraton. I thought the Four Point Sheraton was nice, and it is. It's more modern. This is a little more Philippine style looking, but it is very nice. The rooms here are, on the low side is 7,000 peso a night, to the high side 24,000 peso a night. So that's more expensive than the Sheraton, which I was told was 8 to about 10 for their rooms. I think they have 3 levels of room. Here they have 6 to 8 different levels of room. This is the pavilion. Here, so very colorful. They entertain and have their events here. So they're painted up. Got a big hanging lights there. Kind of a cathedral style ceiling somewhat. Beautiful artwork all around. A little native person. She said it was okay to video. I told her I was a YouTuber. Big beautiful butterfly and sky at the top. Very well done. We have a pool here where walk yoga is never, I've never been here. It's a native person there. I don't know if they're playing a flute or just have it looks like he's playing a flute. So they, pretty well landscaped. I'm not sure how big the place is. I think they're off the back of it. Looks like a little storage place, but they got, like I said, 6, 8 different levels of rooms you can stay in. It seems like there's about 2 pools here. They very friendly, gave us the prices, said sure you can walk around. We won't get too evasive because people are swimming and laying around, but that looks like maybe a kid's pool there possibly, unless it's some sort of jacuzzi type pool. The Sheraton pool looks twice as big. We won't go there because there's people getting in and out. They're very nice. I wondered if they had a pool. We'll go back out the way we came in to the diner, show you that. So yeah, very nice little tropical plants all over the place as you would expect in the Philippines. So it's hard to see the mountains here, but they're just like the Sheraton. We're just a quarter kilometer up from on the beach from the Sheraton. So definitely, if you like something nice and a little more Philippine style, colors and everything, the Sheraton's a little more modern, upscale like. Not that this is down, just this is the feel and vibe of the more native Philippines, but very luxurious nonetheless. So, got the care of how run the grounds, I guess keeping the landscape. That's the mower maybe. Looks like a screen there where they maybe have some set up to speak or play some videos or something. Maybe they have a projector of some sort. A little glass booth or something here. So that's cool. Probably store their chairs and whatnot in there, in that little building. So yeah, we walk down the road over here to the left, I think, quite often. But yeah, very beautiful landscape and very beautiful cottages. Well done. Yeah, I believe it's called the Daluyon once again. So just look for that if you come to Sabong and you want something nice and your budget's in the 6 to 24,000 range. So 6,000 peso is about what is that? 6,000's 100 and 510 or something, I believe, a night. No, 120, because 5 is a 106 would be about. So start at the low is about 120 on up. So if you can imagine 24. So these are little bungalows here. I guess you can stay there. Plus that's restrooms for the pool. So yeah, it looks like a grass style roof. I don't know if it's authentic. The shelter here is the diners. A little bit of metal and grass, probably metal with grass over it, to camouflage it. So yeah, everybody's very friendly. The staff welcome to sin. I said we're just walking by, staying down the thing. So very nice dining. Yeah, that is a CR, I believe. So a lot of foreigners come here, obviously. So the local would, most of the locals, I would imagine, would struggle with the finances here. When you're making 500 or something pesos a day, it's hard to have a 5,000, 6,000 per night room. But we got some literature on the place. So we got some nice music. Hopefully that doesn't get me booted off, copyrighted off Facebook, or off YouTube. Because these days you got a little cart for hauling luggage and your stuff from room to room. There's some of the cottages. I imagine that's like the 24,000 peso one. I'm sure they have aircon, I can see, and Wi-Fi and so forth. And there looks like there's about 12, 15 units, potentially. They do have some sea turtle nest out front. There's one left. I think there was 7, somebody told me at one time. So kind of watch it. I don't shake the camera so much. There's the pool over there, quite nice. Probably 3 to 5 feet deep as usual. But I assume these are some of the 24,000 a night. That's not a week, that's a night rooms. A day, a night, or whatever. So, but the Sheraton, they said they had 165, 68 rooms. And the time we stopped by, there was 100 of them filled, so a little over half capacity. So they just did a really nice job blending in everything. It looks like, you know, some of the Philippine style that you'd see a long time ago with the grass thatched roofs. Although these are modernized, I'm sure they've got metal underneath. Little signs all over telling you where to go. There's the name of the place, the Daluyon. We'll walk you as much as we can around the back here, and then go out front, show you the beach area. They got lots of seating area and places to they got a bar out there, bartender. We stopped there one night, it was raining, and talked to him. So we're going out this way. Out to the main part. So there's the South China Sea Ocean. So right next to that, about 300 feet or so. We got a little lifeguard tower, and I think they sell some, or rent some kayaks and so forth. And there's all the places down through there. Got some hammocks, some chairs, plenty of seating area. They own, I guess, to them signs there on the trail that you see. It says no motor vehicle. Over here's the one turtle nest yet to hatch, supposed to start later this week, I guess, the 9th, or early next week. The 9th of April is when they're due to hatch. I missed the other one. They I was watching it every day, and they hatched the part of the day that was raining. I didn't come over. They hatched and sent them out to sea. That's where a turtle had laid its eggs back in February. It tells about it. It says, do not disturb. 89 eggs there on the bottom. 89 pieces. So there's one of the hammocks. Some neat lights, well lit at night. Very safe, very clean. They're always raking the sand up here, especially up in the shoreline. We'll walk you down through here for a couple more minutes. So that's the lifeguard area, yellow flag. That should mean good swimming. Yellow and green's friendly, purple means like jellyfish or some pest, and red is red flag. But yeah, everybody's been well staffed. They got one or two security guards at least. Little chairs there with umbrellas if the sun was out. I haven't swum in a couple of days. There's a big hammock. You could really get some swing in. So yeah, quite nice. First time I've ever stopped in and stuff, because I was wondering how nice it was compared to the Sheraton, and I would say it's very similar. So although the room per night, the levels of rooms are they have a little higher excuse me, spec here. Obviously the Sheraton at 10, 11,000, 24,000 is quite a bit more. But you get more of a home style. They probably have kitchen and everything else, couple bedroom and kitchen and that type of stuff. I think the Sheraton had something, small. I don't think the unit was quite as big. And there's the little bar where we talked to the bartender the other night. So you can sit out here and have a drink, and it's really nice and well landscaped and very friendly staffed. Everywhere I've come here in the Palawan's been, the people are just extra warm and welcoming and friendly. And I told them I'm not staying here, I'm staying down the beach. And they said, come. They said, walk around, feel free to explore. Here's our literature. If you have any questions. And they're very, very nice for such a high-end place. Then of course here you got the road next door and stuff. So I'm not sure where their main parking is. Maybe you can come off the road here. I'm sure once you get to Sabang, or just ask somebody, everybody that drives here knows everything, who to go and where the back roads are. I'm still learning them. This is one of the roads. It goes over to the main road that goes down through Sabang. I just really like how the coconut trees hang out over the beach, and kind of gray trunks stand out, and beautiful majestic mountains in the backdrop. So just gorgeous. Well, I wanted to share that with you. So if you're wanting a couple nice high-end hotels, resorts here in Sabang, them are the two top ones I can recommend. Budget is allowing you to do that type of thing. And then they have a lot of lower ones where you can get a room for probably on average 1,500 to 2,500 peso a night. Where we're staying, I believe they're as low as 12. So they have accommodations to suit anybody. So you want a $200 room or a $600 a night room, apparently they have them. So, or you have $30 to spend per night, they've got that as well. So plenty of accommodations. So I would say generally probably be wise to reserve, but to be on the safe side. But I would say it's not really necessary to have something. So I think we have enough accommodations here. Somebody would accommodate you somewhere. So I don't think it's as busy as it used to be. One of the locals were telling me since the pandemic and then Odell typhoon that it's not as busy as it used to be years ago. I think back in 2022, I think Odell or something, if I remember correctly, came through and did a lot of devastation. And of course the pandemic, a lot of people lost their businesses and couldn't maintain the 2 year where they couldn't make any money. So that's it. There's the big beautiful ocean. Looks like got some waves about 3 to 4 or 5 feet tall coming in, crashing on the beach there. You notice all the waves crash once it comes to shore, so that's why they park the boats out there, so they're not getting beat by the turbulent surf. So it's a good idea if you're swimming or wading to go out beyond where the waves break. It's fairly shallow. I think it's maybe 4 or 5 feet deep out there where the wave starts to break. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. That's it from Terry's Philippine Journey. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.